What's up, YouTube? It's Classic 1333 coming at you live, not from my usual spot where I do my videos. So I'm gonna keep this spot a mystery so that you can wonder. Yeah, basically this has been a pretty shitty week. You know, it kind of sucks. I have to wait till Thursday to do my Raw review for the week instead of Monday night or Tuesday like I normally do. And this might be a new trend because I've got my ass handed to me this week. It's just been a rough week of school, bullshit, a lot of bullshit. Like I had a test on Monday that I failed with a 60%. Let's see, what else did I have? I just had a rough week of clinical this week. I had a quiz for my patho class, which I did okay on that one. So it's just been a rough week, and I think these weeks are just gonna get rougher and rougher. So I'm just gonna let all you guys know out there that I might not be making as many weekly shows as I do. I mean, yeah, I make one weekly show, but it might become a bi-weekly show, or I might not have a Raw review for the week. So I'm just gonna give you guys a heads up about that. So I'm not officially saying goodbye, but I might start doing less shows so I can try to get more stuff done. So, because it's nursing, it's a fucking snake that gets ready to snap at you. So it's a rattlesnake. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Hey, we're talking wrestling. Okay, so I'm going to review Raw from Monday night. Good show, by the way. I thought it was a really good show. No, I'm just joking. That's not all I'm going to talk about. We're going to do the whole show. So the show originates from Nashville, Tennessee, if anybody wanted to know that. And Nashville is the capital of Tennessee, so it's good to know your geography. So we start the show up. They show a recap of last week of Shane McMahon and Orton's brawl that they had. Pretty good little weekly recap or whatever, but it was a little too fuzzy for me at times. It was kind of like they were kind of like the QRS wave of electrocardiogram, how it's kind of got the wavy things at times. It's kind of how it was if you watched it on the monitor. It was kind of weird. Or if you watch it on the TV screen. Got my scrubs on, still talking nursing stuff. So they show the whole recap of that. You guys know what happened with that. Then we get Vickie Guerrero coming out. Excuse me! What? Excuse me! Yeah, her doing her whole excuse me thing. Which I think she said 20 times this week. Basically, she comes out and starts talking, and she's says that since Stephanie McMahon's with her, or in the hospital or something with her brother, she's gonna be the interim general manager of Raw for a little while, I guess, starting tonight. Let's see. Cena comes out and he's like, "I can't believe that the board of directors got you or whatever. They could have hired Adamle back, or Mike Adamle back. Yeah, he fucked up all the time, but it was still good. Better than you. Blah blah blah." And then my thing that cracked me up, he was like, "Yeah, you could have had vintage Michael Cole doing it." So I'd like to thank John Cena for watching my show. So basically he goes into how other people could have run the show better than she can, and then Edge comes out, and then Edge just basically tells Cena kind of something we already know, how Cena was trying to be this generation's Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bruno Sammartino, etc., and how the people that have lost their jobs and that are doing shitty in our economy basically need someone to look up to, and then after he beats him, there's going to be nothing left for them to do, and pisses off the crowd. Great, awesome mic work. And then let's see what else happens. Basically Cena rips on him a little bit. Basically then does says a sex joke to Vickie Guerrero or something. He was he says to Edge, he's like, "Yeah, you're all big and bad with that 400-pound, beast back there, oh, and the Big Show, that kind of thing." Pretty Rock original on that one. The Rock used to say stuff like that. So, and Big Show's like, "Why don't you show respect?" And then Vickie's Cena says something. I don't know. You saw what happened. I'm sure everybody's seen what happened by now. Then basically Vickie says, tonight you're gonna fight a family member or my friend, the Big Show. So Cena might get his championship title match tonight. Can't talk. So we'll see where that goes. Wow, I've already wasted 5 minutes just with the opening segment. So the first match of the show we get tonight, we get CM Punk versus John Morrison versus The Miz. The winner gets a chance at the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania this year. Pretty good matchup. The whole match was basically like Miz and Morrison like working on Punk most of the time. Like if one of them were getting like put out of the equation, becoming the y coordinate of the slope formula, y equals mx plus b. Basically, when that was going on, like the other one that was X would work on Cena for a while, and so eventually the whole match went on, or not Cena, CM Punk, and then Punk eventually fought back like toward the end of the matchup. He saw him hit a GTS on Morrison. Like while he had Morrison up in there, he swung and knocked Miz off the apron. 1, 2, 3. Punk's your winner. Good matchup. Then we have a brief recap interview with Triple H from SmackDown, basically saying that he just talks about how Orton attacked his family or whatever. Vince is his 63-year-old father-in-law, Shane's his brother-in-law, Stephanie is his wife, and she has her 2 children, blah blah blah. Now last week when I did my Raw review, like my whole complaint was like on WWE TV, like they've like never really officially mentioned it. You knew it was something that kind of went on behind the scenes, obviously, but it was like they never mentioned it on TV. So this was kind of my original problem with it, because it's like they haven't been dating on TV for like the 7 years or whatever. But with the whole new generation of wrestling fans, and us, I guess, old timers on YouTube, we know what's going on. So, but I kind of wish they like would have had something, more of a little bit more of a backstory to it. But at least they, mentioned it on TV, so I can have some closure on that. But yeah, basically he's just gonna kick Orton's ass, blah blah blah. So then they go backstage with the Legacy, and then let's see, basically like Cody Rhodes and DiBiase, they say that people need to start taking responsibility for their own actions. And then if Triple H shows up, they'll be ready for him, and that's true. So, because basically, like, Stephanie had to run down to, Shane's aid. Shane had to have his match. So I would agree with them on that one. As a heel reviewer, yes, I would agree with them. Oh, and then backstage, Glenn Morello got to meet Dolph Ziggler. Pretty radically rocking there. I could see you like taking Dolph Ziggler to a party, and he'd be like, "Hi, I'm Dolph Ziggler." "Oh, hi, Dolph Ziggler. I'm so-and-so. It's nice to meet you." "So, Dolph Ziggler, what do you do?" "I'm Dolph Ziggler." "Oh, Dolph Ziggler, that's great. Do you have future plans? Do you plan on having a family?" "Hi, I'm Dolph Ziggler." "What's your favorite can of pop?" "Dolph Ziggler." "Hi, I'm Dolph Ziggler." Something boring like that. He wouldn't say anything except his name. So, yeah, that's pretty boring. Okay. Next matchup, Melina and Crime Time versus Beth Phoenix, Santino Marella, and Dolph Ziggler. Basically, kind of back and forth. Melina and Crime Time win with an STO on Santino. It's a good thing I got my notes right here, because Raw was a couple days ago, so I'm trying to refresh my memory. So I'm reviewing a show, but I don't have like the memory of the show. Oh wait, it's like nursing. Yeah, I'm going to rant about nursing in a little bit here, so stay tuned for part 2. So let's see what's next on the show. They show a preview for Cena's movie 12 Rounds. Looks like a pretty good movie, I think. I might check it out. Which is weird, because I never watch movies in theaters anymore, because it's always like, $10, so it's like, you could just kind of rent a movie and, order pizza for, not exactly that much money, maybe a little bit more, but it's like you get more out of it, more of the deal out of it. So then we got our next matchup here, and I'm just going to go into part 2 on this, because I can. So we're going to part 2.